Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Talkin Football podcast. This is episode 7. We are back for another one today. This should be a pretty short video, but again, this is all in one run, so I don't know if that's going to be true or not. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about the big QB contract signed near the end of last week with Tua and Jordan Love getting their deals with their respective teams. Just a quick update. I am thinking about starting predictions probably within the next 2 weeks, and I want you guys to let me know what you want. Do you want division specific videos when I'm going over predictions, or do you want one whole big video with or two big videos theoretically with one on the NFC and one on the AFC, or do you even want 32 different videos where I go through each individual team, and those videos would be within probably like no more than 10 minutes each, and so they would be a pretty easy listen for you guys. So let me know what you want. I'll probably put like a poll up on my community page. Also, on my community page, I post my schedules. So if you want to stay up to date with that, make sure you check that out. My next video is going to be on Wednesday, and then I'm going to figure out what we do next. All right, now let's roll the intro and then get into the video. All right, so let's just get right into it. Why don't we? And let's talk about these deals. All right, so Tua got a 4-year extension. Now, this is before Jordan Love got his. So Tua got his extension, and you can tell by the bottom what I grade it. And I'll get there in just a little bit. So Tua got a 4-year deal worth $212.4 million, which equals a $53.1 million average. Now, when he signed this contract, he was the third highest paid QB. Excuse me. He was the third highest paid QB in the NFL. After Jordan Love signed his contract, now he's the fourth. And his guaranteed money is 167 of that 212.4. I looked at some reports, and apparently it's heavily incentive based. I'm pretty sure Tua from 2026 to 2028, which I believe are the last 2 years of his contract, or 3 years. He has $2 to $4 million of extension, $2 to $4 million of incentive money added on with his yearly average. So he has potential to make as much as $55 million, and then some, I believe. So he could be paid during those years, during those last 3 years of this extension. He could be paid as much as guys like Burrows, guys like Trevor Lawrence, and now Jordan Love, which I'll get to in a little bit. So this is overall, it's a good contract, and I'll give credit where it's due with Miami. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they needed to do. If you guys remember the last couple of weeks, I talked about the Dolphins didn't want to pay Tua that much. They didn't. And they wanted to pay him what they thought would be fair. Now, I thought this would be probably high 40s. They ended up settling at 53, which is good value. I think this could end up being a deal where it could almost turn into a Patrick Mahomes type deal, because we're still waiting on Prescott. CJ Stroud's going to get paid in a couple of years. You have these guys that are going to end up getting more money. We have rookies like Jalen Miller is coming in. Quinn Ewers is coming in. Guys this year, you have Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, J.J. McCarthy even. Brock Purdy still needs a contract. So these are players that could get more than 53. And if Tua, at the end of the day, if maybe he'll be, instead of the fourth highest paid QB like he is now, he might be the 8th or 9th, and that's right around where Tua is. So this is why, as you can tell by the graphic, this is why I give it an A grade. And I'm not grading it based on now. I'm grading it on the future. This potentially could be a massive steal for the Dolphins. Tua has been very consistent throughout his entire career. He's been good at limiting turnovers. He's been good at making good reads. He's been basically good at everything. He's done everything the Dolphins have needed him to do. And ever since they added Tyreek Hill, he's only proven that more. So that's why I give this this contract an A grade, because it's a good deal. It's a really good contract for Miami. I think, for what it's worth, I think it's pretty team friendly. The fact that they were able to get out of it with only 53.1, um, and still, I just think it's a good. I just think it's a really good signing there for the Dolphins. Next up, Jordan Love. So you can tell I added the bonus on the bottom, which I'll get to in just a second. So Love, he gets 4 years, 220 million, which equals out to 55 million on the dot. He's guaranteed 155 of that 220, and he got a signing bonus, which is a record of $75 million at when he signs the contract, which is an unbelievable amount. As Ian Rappaport said, it was an NFL record by quite a bit. No one's ever gotten this type of money before at the start. So this is big. This is a big deal for Jordan Love. So I gave this a B plus, and you might say, well, why is it an A? Why is this is not a bad contract? You're right. It's not a terrible contract. I don't know if I'm buying into $55 million. I don't know if I'm buying into the highest paid player in NFL history after one season. Jordan Love has all the tools. He did everything right last year. I just need to see some consistency. And if he can repeat last year's performance this year, then I'll be like, okay, fine. 55 million is a fair amount. But if he doesn't and he plays significantly worse, then then Green Bay has a problem on their hands. Now, I don't think that that the Packers should be concerned. I think this is their guy. But again, we'll see how that changes over time, because these numbers down here, 75 and 155 that I'm highlighting right now, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to guarantee at the signing. I mean, because this is a significant contract. Jordan Love, who has played one season, has been guaranteed all of this money, and this could potentially bite the Packers in a couple of years. Do I think it will? Probably not, but the potential that it could scares me a little bit if I'm a Packers fan. Now, you can see, as I said, B plus. I think on this could easily turn in if Love plays at a level where, like he did last season, this year, this goes to an A. Definitely goes to an A. I don't think it's any lower than a B plus. When I was making this graphic, I was like, what would I grade this? And I said B plus right now, and it's for the one reason. I think it's because he has proven that he can be good, but I don't think he's worth. I need to see it again to make sure that I know that he can be good. Because we've seen it. I just want to see it again, because the biggest thing when you're a QB, you need to be consistent. And if you're not consistent, then you're not good. I mean, you can throw for 5,000 yards every other year, but in between those years, you're throwing for 2,000. There's something going on, and obviously, that's, as a fan, you're not going to want a player like that. So I'm going to transition this into a quick little question segment, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. What do these contracts mean for Dak Prescott? And we've seen reports. We've seen Jerry Jones has said we're going to give him like the money that he deserves, or that we think he deserves. Dak Prescott wants. Reports are saying he wants up to $60 million, and Jerry Jones isn't really willing to give that. Isn't really willing to give that kind of money. And Dak has said, "We'll see what happens." I mean, we've seen quarterbacks play well with other teams. He said other teams, so he's looking in the future with other teams. Fox Sports has already said the Giants are a team that could go after him, which I wouldn't mind Dak Prescott. I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind at all. I think I don't know why I want to say I saw Tennessee in a report too. So these are teams that could potentially give him this kind of money. Now, contract-wise, regardless of what team he goes to, whether he stays in Dallas or he goes somewhere else, what does this mean for Dak? This means he's not getting any more than 55. He's not resetting the market. He's at the market standard at most. He's not going to get any more than 55. He's not getting more than Jordan Love got. He hasn't proven that he can have success in the playoffs. Jordan Love has been in the playoffs 1 year. He went to the divisional round, and he almost beat the 49ers in rainy conditions And he played well. He played well this entire season, and he's had, in my opinion, I think he's had more playoff success than Dak has, and he's played for one season, or he's been a starter for one season. This is the important stuff that we need to talk about. Is Dak Prescott really worth $55 million? Probably not. I wouldn't pay him more than 52, and I still think that's a stretch. I think he's worth no more than 45. Um, and so I think this severely hurts Dak Prescott's market value. And I'm curious to see. And what do you guys think? Leave a comment. I want to know what you guys think. Um, I think I think Dak's market value is severely hurt by this, and I think on top of that, his the comments left by Jerry Jones only probably lessens it even more. So that's something interesting that I'm curious to see as this goes on, because the Cowboys have other things to take care of. They have CeeDee Lamb, they have Micah Parsons, who both equally want to be paid. They want to break the bank at their positions, and Dak Prescott wants money. So the Cowboys are in quite a pickle here, and I don't know what they're gonna do. All right, so that's how we're gonna end the episode. It was for normal Talking Football episodes. It was pretty short. We usually go north of like almost 20 minutes, but this one's a little short one. Next video is on Wednesday, where I'm going to be talking about what I'm looking forward to during the Hall of Fame game, which is this Thursday. Football's back. We're going to get into it. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I'm going to roll the intro, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.